Hey team, Coach Lila here. I have a new workout for you. We're gonna do 8 exercises through 2 times instead of doing groups of exercises in sets. You are gonna need water, of course, and maybe a mat if you need to lie on, but other than that, just your body. You can always add weights if you want. Let's get warmed up. So, let's start today with a jump rope. You don't actually need a jump rope, but you can pretend. So let's just get jumping a little bit. Getting the heart pumping, of course, working those calves and ankles a little bit. Let's do a couple more here, and then we'll take them side to side a little. Okay, you can take them side to side. Now you can step them side to side, or if you can jump, that'll be great to warm yourself up. A little bit more cardio in there to warm up your muscles so we can work them. Let's take it back to the middle, and let's take it into a boxer shuffle jump rope. So kind of kicking one foot out at a time. Again, you can step these, totally fine, or you can jump them. I'm snap, crackling, popping over here as my body warms up and moves. Let's take it back to the middle. We're gonna do each one a little bit again. And to the sides. And into our kicks. All right, let's slow it down and do some nice arm circles. You can start small if you need to and work up into them, or if you're ready, just some nice big circles to the back. Some big circles to the front. You want to get tricky, if you can do both at once, go for it. And switch them. Get your brain moving a little too as we're warming up our bodies. Let's cross them out. And let's get our legs swinging a little bit. Now, if you need something to hold on to, find a wall, or I have my bike here I could use. You can go forward and back, just swinging your leg, getting a little bit of a stretch in the hamstring and hip. Nothing too crazy, but get warmed up. You can bend it in the back to get your your quad a little bit too, or you can keep it straight. 2 more. And let's switch legs. If you want to work on your balance, of course, you could do it without holding on to something. Remember, you can bend in the back if you want. Kind of gives my leg a little shake. Shakes out the quad, which I like. And 2 more. And now let's take them across. Okay, I'm going to try, I have everything moved today, so it's a little bit smaller of an area, but that's okay. I can still make it work. 2 more. And switch legs. So I'm going to turn so you can see. I'm crossing in the front, warming up the hip. Woo, working on my balance. Woo, couple more. All right. And let's take it down to the floor, and let's do a little bit of cat-cow. So I'm going to bend down a little here. Let's do some cat-cow. So hands and knees. Warm up the back a little bit. Breathe in. Breathe out. When you breathe in, let your chest fall, head comes up, not straining your neck. And as you breathe out, you push the floor away. In and out. 1 more of each. And let's take 1 leg forward. So take your right leg forward and let your hips sink a little bit, lifting your chest up. Getting a nice stretch in the whole front of this leg, but especially in the hip flexor. Let's switch it out. Other leg forward. Let it sink. Chest is up. Feels really good to stretch out those hips. Been sitting a lot more for work lately, so need to get more stretching in. Let's switch it again. Come forward. And then let's bring it back into stretching our hamstrings a little bit. We're just gonna rock back and forth here. Now we haven't totally warmed up our bodies, a little bit, but I don't want anyone pushing themselves too much into a stretch and hurting your muscles before we even get started. Let's do one more of each, front and back, and let's switch it out. So come forward, pull it back. Woo, very tight. And feel the stretch. Now, if your knee doesn't straighten all the way, that is okay. Just get the stretch you need for your body so you're warmed up and ready to go. All right, let's do one more of each. And come to your knees. Let's roll those wrists around. You can do them together and the other way. Get those arms shaken out. All right, let's get into the exercises. So since we're going back to back, I will explain each briefly before we get into it, and then I will talk you through more of it as we go, so we don't have too long of rests in between each exercise, okay? We need a little breather, but we also need to keep our bodies moving. So the first two exercises are standing up. So the first one is we're gonna do two types of squats. So you're gonna do our normal squat and then turn open into a sumo squat. Come back forward, normal squat, sumo squat the other way. Okay, so you're just twisting back and forth and getting in lots of squats. 45 seconds each exercise today. So 45 seconds of this, get ready, set, and go. So we wanna reach down with each one. You can always use weights if you'd like, and you can do a press with your arm if you want, and any of these is totally fine. But you really want to make sure you're sitting back in the front squat, so sitting your butt back here, and then when you do sumo, your butt doesn't go back, your butt stays flat as you go down. That really works the inner legs more, whereas our regular squat works our glutes a lot more in a different area, I should say. Good, and your foot that's in the front when you're doing your sumo squat should stay forward. Last squat, and done. Went pretty quickly. Next one we're gonna do is a three-way lunge. So you're gonna go forward, side lunge, and reverse lunge. We're gonna do the whole thing on one leg. The next 45 seconds will be the other leg. So get ready on your right leg. On your marks, get set, go. So when we do each lunge, we want to get as much movement as we can. So a nice broad lunge here, not letting your knees come in front of your toes. You can work on your balance here by not touching your right leg down in between each lunge. Okay? If you need, you can tap it to get yourself set. Now my left foot is staying planted. I'm not moving it. It should stay as is. Obviously the heel comes up for the front lunge, but trying to keep it as planted as possible. Sitting back and done. These are going so quickly today. We're on to the other leg. Hope I have enough space here. So left leg this time, right leg stays planted. Ready, set, go. So even in that side lunge, you are sitting your butt back, kind of like a squat. And my right leg is staying planted with each lunge. And I'm pushing off to get up. That adds a little bit more strength each time. Okay. Keep it up. You can go at your pace. Doing great. We just have 10 seconds left. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1, whoop, and done. Nice. Okay, our next exercise, we are gonna come down to the ground for push-ups. A whole 45 seconds of push-ups, so pace yourself. You can do them on your hands or on your knees, whatever you need to do. I know myself, I can start on my hands, but I'm gonna need to transition to my knees to keep my good form for the whole 45 seconds, okay? So do what you need to do. You know you have options for push-ups. You can do elbows in, you can do elbows slightly out, or elbows all the way up, depending on the muscle group you wanna work. Let's get started. 45 seconds, ready, set, go. So make sure you have a flat back. And make sure to keep breathing. Now, for me, I know I'm starting to already get tired, so I'm gonna go down to my knees, but with them as far away from my arms as I can, so that I am really still working my core and really have the weight in my hands. If you need to pull them in closer, you can do push-ups this way. That's totally fine. Whatever you need to do, okay? Keep it up. Last one more. Woo, and done. All right, next one, we are gonna do dead bugs. So we're gonna flip over to our back, and we've done these a lot. They're really, really great for your body, and don't put too much pressure on it, which is nice. So dead bugs, our hands and legs are up 90 degrees at the hips and knees, arms up at 90, same arm, same leg, taps and taps, okay? 45 seconds, ready, go. So we alternate our right and left, arm and leg. I'm running out of space here. Do what you can, right? I'll turn a little bit. Let's see, I'll turn this way. Really tuck your hips under to engage your lower abs and keep pushing your belly button to the floor. And breathe. Ten more seconds. Keep squeezing those abs, keeping the core tight. Last one, and done. Nice. We are going to move on to clamshells. So we're gonna do one set on one leg, then a whole 45 seconds on the other leg. So for clamshells, you have options. You can do a regular clamshell. You can do a feet lifted clamshell. You can do a feet lifted clamshell to a kick. Okay, so I would say this is the most basic. This one adds a little bit more, and then the kick adds even more. Okay, so do what you need for your body. 45 seconds on this leg. Ready, set, go. So maybe you're opening and closing. Whichever you're doing it slow and controlled, trying to really turn on that gluteus medius. You should be feeling it if you're going slow. Don't open your hips, keep them steady. Okay, you can even put your hand here to make sure it's not moving. And if you're adding the kick, you're gonna open and then kick, making sure to point those toes down a little bit and back in. Okay, good, slow and controlled. Do whichever one you want or a combo, but try to keep activating that glute. Should really be feeling it by now. Last one. Good. Let's flip over to the other side. You can roll over or flip over, whichever you want. And we'll get going on this side. Try to mimic on this leg what you did on the other leg to keep it balanced. 45 seconds. Ready, go. So you want to have your knees between 90 degrees and 45 degrees, whatever you need to activate your glute muscle there, okay? We all have different bodies. You might need a little different angle to activate it, okay? I know I did some kicks in there. I'm gonna try not to kick my bike. So mimicking what I did on the other side. Doing great. Just 5 more seconds. Keep squeezing and working slowly here. 3, 2, 1, done. Nice. Okay, we're all ready to our last exercise, which is a plank hold. Just 45-second plank hold. I know we do these often, but they really are so good for your body, and you should be seeing the progression as you do them every week, that they're getting a little easier. So you can do it on your forearms, you can do it on your hands. If you want to take it up a notch, you can go up and down. So you can start on your forearms, step up to your hands, down to your forearms. If you want to add to that plank, give a little extra cardio, a little extra work, right? Ready, 45 seconds, plank of choice. On your marks, get set, and go. I'm gonna try and see how it goes on my up and downs, keeping my butt down, back flat, switching arms once in a while to balance it out. You are holding a plank steady. Make sure you are keeping your back flat, squeezing your glutes, pushing out through those inner ankles. Just 15 more seconds, guys. You can do it. Squeeze in, you got this. 3, 2, 1, done. Nice work. That's one round down. We're gonna go through the whole list again. Okay, so starting with squats. We've got the regular squat to the sumo squat. So if you need a quick drink, go ahead and get that. Since I don't have to explain exercises this time, we're gonna go through slightly quicker. Be prepared for that. 45 seconds of squats. On your marks, get set, go. Woo. So we've got our regular squat and our sumo squat. Like I said, hands can reach for the ground. They can go here kind of in a prayer. You can lift them up, whatever you'd like to do. But try to keep your chest up for each of these squats. Now all of our hips work a little differently, so you might not be able to get quite as flat in the sumo squat, or maybe more flat than I can. Do what you can with your body. Just try to think of straight down like you're sliding down a wall. Last one, and done. Nice. Moving on to those 3-way lunges. So we're gonna start with the right leg, forward, side, and reverse. Okay, 45 seconds. Excuse me, ready to go in 3, 2, 1, start. Remember to push off your leg to stand up, really get that dynamic motion. And plant that left foot the best you can. If you need to get your heart rate up, you can speed these up as long as your form stays good. If you're feeling it too much, you can slow it down. 15 more seconds. Remember that balance element if you want, or keeping yourself steady. Done. Other side. Switch to the left leg. Make space if you need, like I do. Ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Doing great. Keep it up. Now, this is a little different than the way we usually do it, where we go through all the legs, then all the arms and core, then all the core. So you might be feeling it differently today. Maybe it's easier, maybe it's harder. Just take note of that and do what you need. We have less than 10 to go. 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice job. We're already back down to those push-ups. So get ready. And again, you can do whichever types of push-ups you want. You can mix it up as needed. So 45 seconds, ready to go. In 3, 2, 1, and whoop, go. Keep breathing. Hopefully you can do the same or more in your tougher way than you did the first time, right? So I tried to keep doing the same amount on my feet before I drop to my knees. And no shame in that, because I'm keeping good form. We have last one. Nice work. Push-ups are done. Scrap them. We are back to our dead bugs. So get ready to work that core again. We've been working it the whole time through all these exercises. This one absolutely targets it. So we've got 45 seconds. Ready? 90 and 90 here, and 90. In 3, 2, 1, go. Same arm, same leg. Reaching back, slow and controlled. Tuck those hips under a little bit to activate the lower abs. And keep pushing that belly button down to the floor. Breathing, doing great, more than halfway there. Relax your neck. Keep tucking those hips under. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Nice. Okay, we've got our clamshells. So, back to the clam position. You can do the same type of clams you did before. You can try a different one. Your choice. They're all working, hopefully, if we're targeting correctly, working that gluteus medius and the whole hip area. Ready, set, go. You might also feel it at the insertion point of the hamstring at the glute. Might also feel it there. Squeezing, slow and controlled. Remember not to open that hip up. Make sure it's staying solid. The only thing moving is that knee up and down. You're feeling it here. You can even tap it to wake it up. Make sure it's working. 10 more seconds. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Done. Good. Let's switch it to the other side. And get ready to go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Just like before, try to do the same one on this side. Same style to even them out. Unless if you're having a hard time activating that muscle in a certain way on a certain leg, go ahead and switch it. Because our legs are different from each other. But the more you get into it, slow and controlled, you're definitely going to feel it. job. Keep it up. Last one. And done. Good work. Very last exercise already. That was so quick today. We're going to go into our plank. You can do the same plank you did before. You can do a different plank. You can do the up and downs. Your choice. But whichever one you do, your very best form. Okay, are you ready? 45 seconds. It's our last 45. Let's make it our best. On your marks, get set, and go. If you are doing up and downs, try your best not to twist your hips too much. Control it with your core. Squeezing those glutes. Pushing up through the middle of your scapula. Don't let it sink, right? Get in there. Good job. Keep it up. Just about 10 seconds left. You've got this. And done. Nice work, team. As always, take a Sphinx right here. Feels so good. Relax your shoulders. Stretch your chest forward. Ooh, while pulling your elbows back. Nice. Okay, let's push up into a tabletop. Let's thread the needle a little bit here. Coming under, reaching your hand across, palm up, pushing away. Feels so good all across the back of my shoulder. After those push-ups and planks, this feels really nice. One more deep breath in. Let it out. And let's switch it up. Other arm. Out and across. And use this hand to push away, twisting open, to really feel that stretch in the shoulders. Relax into it. One more breath in. Let it out. Pull your arm up. And let's bring one leg forward. So let's bring your right leg forward and get a good stretch here. We started with this. So let's see. Maybe we're feeling a little bit stretchier. Maybe we need the stretch more. I don't know. Listen to your body. Go ahead and flip your back toes over. Come into a slightly higher lunge. Plant your left hand and reach your right arm up to the sky. World's greatest stretch. Twisting open. Peeling your belly away from your leg. Twisting those left ribs up toward the sky. One more breath. And bring your hand down, back knee down, and straighten your right leg and get that hamstring stretch again. Try to flatten your back a little bit. No need to push too hard here. You shouldn't be shaking, okay? If you need a little bend in the knee, that's fine. Let's take it back and switch legs. So bring your left leg forward, sink into that low lunge. Flip your back toes under so that you can come into a high lunge and twist into world's greatest stretch. Pull this left hip back. Don't let it pop out, okay? Pull it back while you peel the belly away. Reaching back. Relax your shoulders. One more breath here. Let it out. Bring your hand down, back knee down, and straighten that left leg. Getting a nice stretch there. Feels really good. We worked our bodies pretty well today. All right, pull that knee back. And let's come up and roll our wrists around again. And let's push up into a forward fold. So straighten your legs as much as they are willing to straighten right now. Maybe you need a soft bend. And grab your opposite elbows and just let yourself hang here. You can twist a little side to side if you'd like some movement, or you can just stay still in the middle. So you don't have to lock your legs. You can have a soft bend. It's a little better for them and your back to have a soft bend. Just let gravity take over. One more breath here. Let it out. Put your hands down and walk your feet out a little bit. And I'd like you to just move your hips back and forth, bending your knees. We did work those inner thighs, so let's make sure we stretch them out a little bit. And plant yourself in the middle, straight legs. Plant your right hand down, lift your left arm up to the sky, get another nice twist. And put your left hand down in the middle and switch. Lift your right arm up to the sky. Nice twist here. Good. Plant your hands. Wiggle your feet back in a little bit. And slowly roll yourself up. Head is the last thing to come up. Good. And let's do a couple of deep breaths together. So one deep breath in. And push it away. Again, breath in, push it away. One more, deep breath in, push it away. Excellent job, team. You rocked that. I hope you have a great day. Go team!